brother. You got any more on that, and then I'm gonna give it back to you. I'm gonna give it back to you, brother. And you know, and the thing about it is that, you know, we're not really angry that that went down, because we understand why that went down. You know, and at the same time, we know, without a shadow of doubt, that we're gonna get you back anyway. Okay, we're gonna get you devils back anyway. So it's going, that time is gonna come when we're gonna do what you did to us, but even worse. Okay, but this time we're gonna, you know, we're gonna do things in order, in law. We're not gonna go too crazy on this now. But when we have that time, when we actually finally have that time when we can have our hands on you, we're gonna treat you and we're gonna utilize you. We're gonna exploit you the best way we see fit. Okay? Go on, brother. Yeah, read that verse, and I'm gonna give that to the brother. All right.
Isaiah 14:2, and it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captive, whose captives they were.
Right, and they shall take them whose captives they were. So we're gonna take people, certain people captives. Read that verse again, man. I didn't say that correctly.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right, so we're going to take them captives whose captives we were. So the ones that we were under captivity under, we're going to take them captives. That includes the Egyptians, another dark race of people. That includes the Arabs, that includes the Persians, the East Indians, and mainly numero uno, the number one race on the planet is the so-called white man. So all of these other nations we're going to possess. Okay, and we're going to treat them a lot more worse than how they did us. That's going to be given. We're going to be given that right to do so. It's what we're dealing with right now is the transatlantic slave trade. That's what we're dealing with right now on the shores of Britain, because it was established by Britain. Okay? And we're going to keep talking about it. And this is why our people are messed up the way that they are right now, because of slavery. So we're going to keep talking about it. Go on, brother. And while our people are being messed up by the effects of it, guess what? The people that put our people in slavery have largely benefited financially as well. So go on. I'll tell you what, brother, you got it. And read that article as well, brother.
Back to Deuteronomy 28 and 49. And it says, and Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, we shall not regard the persons of old, nor shew favor to the young.
Yeah, because you so-called white people, you're a very fierce people, man. Very aggressive race. Alright? It's good to say you're fierce, man. I ain't even have to go into that word, the etymology of that word. You can, but we already know it's going to be there. Bloodthirsty race of people, man. Even to this day. You pray on the tribes, man. You pray on us. You don't
educate them.
For the Chinese,
to have the gun ready,
the East Indians,
because they have to pray their leaves down.
You're always aiming at a young black boy. Because you freak off on having sex with somebody who you're dominating.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Don't be rude, son. I'm just checking shit out.
It's always about dominating, man. It's never about, having pleasure with, enjoying a woman. You don't want to enjoy a woman. You want to enjoy young little black boys. It's good to say it. Then it went into how you didn't show no favor to the older, to the young. Alright? Because in our eyes, you were this property. You were no different from your horse, your donkey, or whatever the hell it is you had in your back, in your farm, man. Alright? And the old they were worthless. You just threw them off the side of the ship, man.
Yeah.
For the sharks to eat. You know, sick, the old. You didn't care for. You didn't give them NHS. You know.
There was no such thing, brother.
You know, you didn't send them to there's hospital call for the ambulance.
Go on.
999 back then.
There was no such thing, brother.
You know. Yeah. So-called Europeans, so-called your Edomites, and you're gonna pay for what you've done to these people.
Well, really,
Britain has benefited. All the banks of Britain benefited off of destroying these people. Okay.
that's right.
America, Britain, the economy of Britain is slave related. It's completely slave related. You know? But these people, they're gonna rise up into the earth and they're gonna take over. Because there's something, you know, you don't believe in the Bible. You believe in the Bible. Well, wait for this to last back. Yeah, because the real Jews, according to the Bible, are melanated. They're dark-skinned people. They're not the white, the so-called white people you see in Israel today. Those are not the real Jews. The real Jews are being afflicted right now. And Ethiopians are Cushites. Those are not the Judah or the Israelites. The Israelites are the people of West Africa, Jamaica, the ones that were taken as slaves, okay, in Brazil, and the Latinos. All them people there are Israelites, okay, and all us people are Israelites. The people from the Caribbean islands, all right, scattered abroad, because the scriptures say that we're scattered. Get some scriptures.
Deuteronomy 28 and 64, and it says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even to the other.
So you have our people in Italy, a lot of Sicilians, even though they might look white, their ancestors were blacks. Sicily, like the different Italian mobs, those are already black. Those are already black. They look white, but they're not. Okay, you have a lot of our people in France, Germany, Korea, okay, all in Africa, all across North Central and South America, okay, Ireland, Scotland, we're all over the place. We're omnipresent people.
There thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Read to verse 64. Read to verse 68.
And among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
The scripture says, among these nations we shall find no ease, because no matter where we are on the earth, we're looked down upon. Being dark-skinned, we're looked down upon. Because that's according to the so-called white supremacy. Okay? Being black, having white skin, you're closer to being moral, clean. But if you have dark skin, you're related to something negative, dirty,
or filthy.
You know what I was saying? My son was at church in Birmingham back in 100 years ago. People of Birmingham refused to pay for the church. So the vicar made one face of the church, the other three were white. I said to my son, that was because he wanted to show the negative thing. So that's the Birmingham church, the George's church. Have a look at the three. There's four faces of the church.
Okay.
One facing Birmingham black. He'd done that on purpose. That's like a sign to Birmingham people who are out of favour.
Alright, man. Yeah.
You have certain Edomites that have accepted their faith. They have these Edomites proud. You can see the pride. Your economy was founded by us. That's why you live good. That's why you can drink coffee at Starbucks. Because you destroyed us. You so-called white people have hell to pay for. I tell you, I don't fuck about it. God, no, man. They're proud, man. I see them all the time. Where I work at. These devils. And they're proud, man. Everything they got it from what they did to us. From taking us down, the Israelites. Like, but they're not gonna pay though. They're not.
Yeah, reading on, inherent privilege. Say, and has been further reinforced by a recent study by academic Kenneth Pomerantz, which has again underscored the contribution of American land worked by enslaved people to British growth in the 18th and early 19th centuries. Using the telling concept of ghost acreage, we can consider the fact that Britain had available to it the fruits of the labors of millions of enslaved people, working millions of acres of highly fertile and conveniently located soil in the New World, which is so-called America, helping it over the difficult humps of early industrialization. So pretty much, when they had us working millions, and now listen to this, it's estimated that the acreage required to grow the cotton, sugar, and timber imported by Britain from the New World in 1830 would have been somewhere between 25 and 30 million acres, or more than Britain's total arable and pasture land combined.
Sure.
So we want the whole of Britain.
You're large Britain, and we want the whole of Britain.
And
Imagine that. Imagine this is imagine fields as big as Britain, Scotland combined. Because Britain's small compared to USA. So we want the whole of Britain.
And now listen, I'm on to the hours, listen. By this time, some European countries were refining sugar from beets. But this would have also required vast acreage. Wood could perhaps have been imported from elsewhere and was anyway not mainly logged by slave laborers. Where's the point I want to go to? Basically goes into the hours that the slaves did. They did like they worked. Esau worked them like 18-hour shifts and shit.
boy.
Where is it, man? I was reading. Yeah. On the sugar estates, the mills were kept going 24 hours a day, with enslaved people working 18-hour shifts. So imagine that, you working 18-hour shifts a day. And if you didn't bring in the daily amount that they required you to bring, they whip your ass.
Or they'll chop your hands off.
Yeah.
So brother, they was doing that every day, right?
Yeah, every day. So it says British capitalism was a cause rather than consequence of slave plantation development.
That's good.
Yeah, so we supplied Britain with sugar, coffee, tobacco, chocolate. Yeah?
You're the what? My bad for what I'm saying. Go on, you read it. Go on.
Slave plantations themselves anticipated the intense organization of labor with coerced slave gangs working under the eye and whip of the slave driver. On all slave plantations, hours of work were very long, but on the sugar estates, the mills were kept 24 hours a day, with enslaved people working at night as well, with 18-hour shifts. God damn, bro.
So basically the slaves, as the brothers was reading, our people, in terms of building Britain up and everything, and taking care of the land, they had to work 18 hours a day. All right? Every day that was. 18 hours. So, this is the whole thing, man. The scripture says that when you get amongst the other nations, you're not going to find no rest.
Right.
You're going to be constantly working and working and working. And then having to also worry about the consequences if you don't do the work. Okay? So these are the things that were going on amongst our people at that time, man. All right, and you know what? And hey, we got more information to come too. If you got some more, brother.
There's a lot, man. And
Go on.
it goes into the profit of what they got. It says colonial purchases of British goods were a major stimulus to the economy. Around 1770, 96.3% of British exports of nails and 70.5% of the export of wrought iron went to colonial African markets. And let me try to find something. During the French Wars, 1793, 1802, 1804 to 1815, British exporters often found that, excluded from Europe, they had to rely on colonial and American markets. So basically, whatever the slaves are producing. The merchant and finance houses that facilitated the import of sugar and cotton also helped to extend badly needed credit to the textile and metal manufacturers. Around 770, total investments in the domestic British economy stood at 4 million pounds, or about 500 million in today's money.
Boy.
So the economy, the investments in the British economy in 77, basically 500 million.
That was a lot of money back then. That was a lot of money.
4 million, which is today 500, which is basically now, was a half a million. So that's what that was.
Half a billion.
The investment included the building of roads, of wharves and harbors, of all new equipment needed by farmers and manufacturers, and of all the new ships sold to merchants in a period of 1 year.
We know who the merchants were. The merchants were them so-called Jews too.
Yeah.
They were the slave traders.
Around the same time, slave-based planting and commercial profits came to 3.8 million, or about 450 million in contemporary modern day terms. Of course, profits were not all reinvested, but they did furnish a convenient pool of resources available for this purpose. They invested a lot, man. Study of activity.
And that's what...
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, go on.
The study of the activities of 23 London merchants who were heavily involved in the slave trade found they had played their part in building roads and bridges. They invested in other maritime undertakings, especially whaling, the making of cloth, mainly wool, mining, especially salt, coal and lime, and the production